There is a unique electricity that crackles in the air when two people share a moment that hasn't been spoken aloud. It exists in the space between what we say and what we feel. And nowhere is this tension more visible than in the eyes. A secret crush is exactly that, a secret. It's a feeling that lives in the heart but is forbidden from reaching the lips. The person carrying this crush must navigate social situations carefully, hiding their true emotions behind a mask of casual friendship or polite indifference. But here's the thing they don't know. The eyes cannot lie. No matter how carefully someone guards their words, no matter how neutral they try to keep their body, their eyes will always betray them. The eyes are connected to the most primitive parts of our brain, the parts that don't understand social rules or consequences. When someone has a crush on you, their eyes will confess everything if you know how to read the confession. In this deep dive, we are going to explore the 5 definitive eye contact signs that reveal someone is hiding a secret crush. These are not the obvious, bold signals of someone who is openly flirting. These are the subtle, often confusing signals of someone who is trying and failing to hide how they really feel. By the end of this, you'll be able to spot the secret admirer in your life, the one who has been too afraid to say a word, the fleeting glance that speaks volumes. Let's begin with the most common and most misunderstood sign of a secret crush, the fleeting glance. When someone has a crush on you, they are drawn to you like a moth to a flame. Their eyes want to find you. Their brain craves the visual reward of seeing your face. But here's the complication. They don't want to get caught. Unlike someone who is confidently attracted to you and will hold your gaze, someone with a secret crush is terrified of being discovered. This creates a unique pattern of eye contact that we call the fleeting glance. It works like this. You're in a group setting, maybe at work, maybe at a party, maybe in a classroom. You look up, and for a split second, you catch someone's eye. But before you can even process what happened, they've looked away. It was so fast you might wonder if it happened at all. This is not your imagination. This is a crush in action. The fleeting glance is characterized by its speed and its timing. These glances almost always happen when you are not looking directly at the person. They happen in peripheral vision. They happen when you're laughing at someone else's joke, or when you're looking down at your phone, or when you're talking to someone across the room. The person with the crush steals these tiny moments because they feel safe doing so. They think, if I look when they're not looking, I won't get caught. But here's what makes this sign so powerful. They do it repeatedly. It's not a one-time accident. If you pay attention, you'll notice that every time you glance in their direction, even when they think you're not paying attention, they are often already looking at you or quickly looking away. There's a specific version of this that is the ultimate giveaway. It's called the look and snap. You might be looking in their general direction and they steal a glance. Suddenly, your eyes meet unexpectedly. In that moment of accidental connection, their head will literally snap away as if they've been burned. It's a sharp, almost jerky movement. This isn't politeness. This is panic. They looked at you, got caught, and their fight or flight response kicked in. They chose flight. The fleeting glance is the hallmark of the early stage crush. It's the sign of someone who hasn't built up the courage to engage with you yet. They are still in the phase of admiration from a distance. They are still building up the nerve to exist in your orbit. If you notice someone consistently stealing glances at you, especially if those glances are always followed by them suddenly becoming very interested in their phone, the floor, or the conversation they were supposedly having, you are looking at someone who likes you more than they want you to know. The key to distinguishing this from normal behavior is consistency and context. People look at each other occasionally. That's normal, but someone with a crush looks at you every chance they get. They look at you when you enter the room. They look at you when you speak. They look at you when you're not the center of attention. And every single time, if you catch them, They run. They are gathering data on you. They are memorizing you. And they are terrified of you knowing. The lingering gaze after the laugh. Now we move to a slightly bolder, slightly more advanced sign. This one happens in moments of genuine connection and shared joy. It is the lingering gaze after the laugh. Think about how humor works in social settings. Someone tells a joke. Everyone laughs. In that moment of laughter, people's guards come down. They are focused on the feeling of amusement, not on managing their social image. The laughter creates a bubble of shared positivity. For someone with a secret crush, this bubble is dangerous territory. Here's what to watch for. A group joke is told. Everyone laughs. The laughter naturally fades, and people's eyes start to drift to the next person speaking, to their drink, to the room around them. But one person's eyes don't drift. They stay on you. After the laughter ends, there is a beat of silence. In that beat, their eyes remain locked on your face. They are watching your smile fade. They are watching the last remnants of joy leave your expression. They are savoring the moment just a second longer than everyone else. This lingering gaze lasts anywhere from 1 to 3 seconds after the social moment has ended. It's long enough to be noticeable if you're paying attention, but short enough that they can pretend it didn't happen if you call them out. Why does this happen? Because laughter creates dopamine. It creates a feeling of connection. When someone laughs with you, their brain associates that positive feeling with you. In that moment, their guard drops and their true feelings leak out. They don't want the moment to end. They want to hold on to the connection just a little bit longer, so their eyes stay, drinking in the last drops of your happiness. This sign is particularly powerful because it happens in group settings where you might not expect it. You're focused on the group dynamic, on the flow of conversation. You might not notice that one person is still looking at you while everyone else has moved on. There's also a romantic version of this that happens in one-on-one conversations. You're talking and you say something that genuinely amuses them. They laugh, a real laugh, not a polite one. And as their laughter subsides, they don't look away. They look at you with soft eyes, their smile slowly fading into something gentler, something almost vulnerable. In that moment, they aren't just enjoying the joke, they are enjoying you. This lingering gaze is often accompanied by a softening of the facial features. The eyebrows might relax. The mouth might stay slightly open in the aftermath of the smile. The eyes themselves might seem warmer, deeper. If you catch someone doing this, if you notice that after every shared laugh, their eyes stay with you just a heartbeat longer than necessary, you are witnessing a moment of unguarded affection. They like you, and in that moment, they forgot to hide it. The eye contact that avoids you. This next sign is paradoxical. It seems to contradict everything we know about attraction. But once you understand the psychology behind it, it becomes one of the most reliable indicators of a secret crush. We're talking about the eye contact that avoids you. Imagine this scenario. You're in a meeting, a class, or a small gathering. There's a person you suspect might have a crush on you. But here's the confusing part. Whenever you're in a group setting, they never look at you. They look at everyone else. They engage with everyone else. But you? Their eyes seem to actively avoid you. You might start to think, they must not like me. They talk to everyone but me. They look at everyone but me. But wait, watch more closely. Notice how they behave when you're not the center of attention. Notice how they interact with others. They're comfortable. They're fluid. Their eye contact is natural and easy. But the moment you speak, the moment you become the focal point, something changes. They might suddenly become fascinated by their notebook. They might study the ceiling with intense concentration. They might find their phone absolutely riveting. They are doing everything possible to avoid looking at you while you're talking. This is not dislike. This is overwhelm. When someone has a secret crush, the intensity of their feelings can be paralyzing. Looking at you while you're speaking feels too intimate. They're afraid that if they look at you, their face will betray them. They're afraid that you'll see the longing in their eyes, so instead they do the opposite. They look away. This is called gaze aversion, driven by emotional intensity. It's the same reason people look down during emotional confessions. It's too much to handle. But here's the test that reveals the truth. Watch them when someone else is speaking. When the attention is off you, do they sneak glances? When you're just sitting there, not talking, not performing, do their eyes find you when they think it's safe? If someone actively avoids eye contact with you during conversation, but you catch them looking when you're not on stage, you have your answer. They're not avoiding you because they dislike you. They're avoiding you because they like you too much. There's another layer to this. Sometimes this avoidance is paired with hyper-awareness. You might notice that even though they won't look at you, they seem to know exactly where you are in the room. They shift their body to keep you in their peripheral vision. They adjust their position to face your general direction without actually facing you. This is the paradox of the secret crush. They want to be near you. They want to see you. But they can't handle the vulnerability of direct eye contact, so they create a situation where they can be in your presence without risking exposure. If you're dealing with someone who seems cold or distant, but you have a gut feeling that something else is going on, test this theory. Put them in a situation where they don't have to perform, where they can observe you without being observed. If their eyes find you, then you've solved the puzzle. The micro-expression before the mask. This fourth sign requires the most attention to detail. It happens in a fraction of a second. If you blink, you'll miss it. But if you catch it, you'll have seen the raw, unfiltered truth. We call this the micro-expression before the mask. Every single one of us wears a social mask. When we interact with people, we consciously or subconsciously manage our facial expressions to project the image we want to project. We smile when we're supposed to. We look interested when we're supposed to. We hide our true feelings behind socially acceptable expressions. But here's the thing about the human face. The true emotion always comes first. Before the mask goes up, the real feeling flashes across our features for a fraction of a second. These are called micro-expressions, and they last only 1/15 to 1/25 of a second. When someone has a secret crush on you, their micro-expressions are a goldmine of information. Here's how to spot it. You're walking toward them, or you enter a room where they're already present, or you suddenly speak to them when they weren't expecting it. In that first moment of recognition, before they have time to compose themselves, their face shows you the truth. Look for the flash of softness, the slight parting of the lips, the eyebrows that raise just a millimeter in happy surprise, the eyes that widen momentarily with pleasure. It's there and gone in an instant, but in that instant, you saw how they really feel about seeing you. Then, just as quickly, the mask drops. The expression shifts to something neutral or appropriately friendly. They might smile a practiced smile. They might say a casual hello. But you saw what came before. You saw the unguarded reaction. This sign is particularly powerful because it's involuntary. No one can control their first micro-expression. It's a direct line to the subconscious. If someone is indifferent to you, their micro-expression will be flat. If they dislike you, there might be a micro-frown or a tightening around the eyes. But if they have a crush, that micro-expression will be one of pleasure, of warmth, of longing. There's a specific version of this that happens during conversation. You might say something that affects them emotionally, a compliment, a joke that lands, a moment of vulnerability on your part. Watch their face in the split second after your words land. Before they have time to process and respond appropriately, what flashes across their features? If you see a flash of something tender, something vulnerable, something that looks almost like pain or longing, and then it's immediately replaced by a neutral or joking expression, you've just seen their crush leak out. The key to catching micro-expressions is to stop looking at people's mouths and start looking at their eyes and eyebrows. The mouth can lie easily. We can force a smile, But the muscles around the eyes, the orbicularis oculi, are much harder to control. When someone has a genuine positive reaction, those muscles contract, creating a slight squint and sometimes crow's feet. When someone is faking, the eyes stay neutral. So the next time you greet someone you suspect has a crush, watch their eyes in that first second of contact. The truth is there, hiding in plain sight, before they have time to hide it. The dilated pupil they can't control. Finally, we arrive at the most biological, most undeniable sign of attraction. This is the one sign that cannot be faked, cannot be hidden, and cannot be controlled. It is the dilation of the pupils. We touched on this briefly in our previous discussion, but when it comes to secret crushes, pupil dilation takes on a special significance. Because unlike the other signs we've discussed, which can be subtle or easily misinterpreted, pupil dilation is pure biology. It is the body's honest response to something it finds appealing. Here's the science. When we see something we like, whether it's a beautiful sunset, a delicious piece of food, or an attractive person, our sympathetic nervous system activates. This triggers the release of dopamine and norepinephrine. One of the physical effects of this neurochemical rush is the relaxation of the muscles that control the iris, causing the pupils to dilate. This happens for a very practical evolutionary reason. Dilated pupils allow more light into the eye, which means we can see the object of our desire more clearly. Our bodies literally want to take in more of what we find attractive. Now here's why this matters for spotting a secret crush. Someone who likes you openly might have dilated pupils, but they also have bold eye contact. The signs align. But someone with a secret crush? They might be avoiding your gaze. They might be looking away. But in those brief moments when your eyes do meet, if you're close enough to see, their pupils will tell the truth. Pupil dilation is subtle. You're not going to notice it from across a room, but in close proximity, sitting across from someone at a table, standing next to them in conversation, you can absolutely see it. Look at the color of their iris. When pupils dilate, the iris appears smaller because the black center takes up more space. If you're talking to someone and you notice that the black part of their eye seems larger than usual, larger than it was a few minutes ago, larger than when they look at other people, their body is responding to you. There's an important nuance here. Pupils also dilate in low light, so if you're in a dimly lit restaurant or a dark room, this sign is less reliable. But if you're in normal or bright lighting and their pupils are wide, you're seeing attraction. The other nuance is that pupil dilation works both ways. When someone looks at you with dilated pupils, your own pupils may dilate in response. This creates a feedback loop of mutual attraction that happens entirely below the level of conscious awareness. You might not know why you suddenly feel more connected to this person, but your eyes know, your body knows. For the person with a secret crush, pupil dilation is both a gift and a curse. It's a gift because it allows them to take in more of you. It's a curse because it's a dead giveaway to anyone who knows what to look for. If you suspect someone has a crush on you, create opportunities for close proximity conversation. Sit across from them at lunch. Stand next to them in a group. And in those moments of eye contact, look past their expression, past their smile, and into the black of their eyes. If that black is wide and deep, their body has already confessed what their lips never will. The eyes that follow you. While we've covered 5 primary signs, there's a bonus sign worth mentioning because it's so common in secret crush situations. We call it the eyes that follow you. This happens when you're moving through a space. You walk across the room, you get up to leave, you move to a different area. And the person with the crush, even if they're engaged in conversation, even if they're supposedly focused on something else, their eyes track your movement. It's subtle. They might not turn their whole head, but their eyes shift to follow your trajectory. They watch you walk. They watch you interact with others. They watch you until you're out of sight or until someone demands their attention. This is different from the fleeting glance because it's continuous. It's not a quick look, it's a tracking shot. They are monitoring your location in their environment because your presence matters to them. They want to know where you are at all times. If you notice that someone always seems to know where you are in a room, if their eyes seem to find you whenever you move, you're dealing with someone who has you on their mental radar. You are a point of interest. You are someone they need to keep track of. This sign is particularly revealing because it happens when they think you're not watching them. They follow you with their eyes when you're facing away, when you're distracted, when you're not in a position to notice. But if you're observant, you'll catch them in the act, putting it all together. So there you have it, the 5 definitive eye contact signs that reveal a secret crush, plus a bonus sign to round out your understanding. Let's review them quickly. Sign 1. The fleeting glance. Quick looks that happen when you're not looking, followed by rapid looking away when caught. This is the sign of someone who wants to see you but is terrified of being discovered. Sign 2. The lingering gaze after the laugh. Eyes that stay on you after a shared moment of joy, savoring the connection just a second longer than everyone else. This is the sign of someone who cherishes moments with you. Sign 3. The eye contact that avoids you. Paradoxical avoidance of direct eye contact during conversation, paired with sneaky glances when you're not the focus. This is the sign of someone overwhelmed by their feelings. Sign 4. The micro-expression before the mask. The split-second flash of genuine emotion before the social mask goes up. This is the sign of someone whose true feelings leak out before they can stop them. Sign 5. The dilated pupils. The biological response that cannot be faked or controlled. This is the sign of someone whose body is physically responding to your presence. Bonus. The eyes that follow you. Continuous visual tracking as you move through space. This is the sign of someone who needs to know where you are at all times. None of these signs alone is definitive proof. People are complex. Context matters. Shyness can look like avoidance. Anxiety can look like disinterest. But when you start seeing these signs in combination, when someone glances at you repeatedly, lingers after laughs, avoids your gaze in conversation but shows micro-expressions of pleasure, and has dilated pupils when they finally do look at you, the picture becomes clear. You are dealing with someone who carries a flame for you. A flame they haven't had the courage to speak about. A flame that shows itself not in words, but in the ancient, honest language of the eyes. The next time you're in a room with someone you wonder about, stop listening to your doubts. Stop overthinking their words. Instead, watch their eyes. Watch where they look, how long they look, and what happens in that split second before they look away. The eyes are the windows to the soul, and through those windows, every secret crush eventually reveals itself. Thank you for joining me on this deep dive into the hidden language of attraction. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe for more content on psychology, body language, and human connection. And remember, the next time someone's eyes meet yours, pay attention. They might be telling you something they've never said aloud. I'll see you in the next video.